It will be fine. I am live. Well, let's see if anybody shows up and if they can hear me and if I can hear them. Actually, they won't hear me because I don't have a guest. So what I need to do is actually invite somebody. Let me see if I can. Nobody's going to be awake. Darn it. The speaker will not matter. I need to test it when I have a guest. Okay. So it's fine. I don't need to hear anything. I wonder if I turn it off, what would happen?
It would default back to the other speakers.
Is that off? Okay, that's off. My phone. Hello, my one viewer. I need to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow. Let's see. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Saya. Hey, hello. I was trying to, I wanted to play with my headset to see if I could hear, but I forgot I actually need somebody to be talking to me, just not me talking to you. Hey, Brian. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Steven. Or Steph. I don't know why I said that. It's been a day. It has been a day, guys. So I am live because I am stressed out, and talking to you calms me back down. I went to go visit my friend, hey Zena, and she's all things Disney, so we were talking Disney. Hey Jennifer, and she's a planner. She's an over planner, really over planner, and we watched some YouTube videos on what to do at Disney, and my anxiety just ratcheted up to about 1,000. I am not exactly a planner. This is shocking to nobody. I like to just what day do I show up? What day do I leave? Where am I staying? I'm going to Disney, Jennifer, Saturday, and so I've tried to plan visiting some friends in Florida. Florida, like Texas, nobody lives next to each other, so I'm already booked. Monday is going to be just me hanging out at Disney Springs. Wednesday, Jolie is coming to visit me. Friday, I'm going to go see Latina, but she's 2 hours away from where I am, so that's going to be a bit of a trick because me driving someplace I've never been before. And then Saturday on the way out, I'm going to hopefully see Dee Higginbotham. But I don't know because we have to see if we can coordinate and meet up because it's a little bit, both of these things are out of the way, but you know, it's Texas is further, so anyway, it's okay. And then my sister was texting me, so she's giving me drama because she's on her way. She's flying home right now. She's in the air going to the Austin airport. um um, he got the bag plan down. Yeah, I got the bag plan set up for what I'm taking to show. Oh, now I remember why I had the bags so high up is because I have. Let me stack some bags. Hey, Keith. It sounds like a lot. My anxiety is like through the roof. I don't like planning like she plans. I just like, well, let's just go show up, let's just go have some fun, let's meet up if we can. You have some concrete plans. It can't be fly be free for everything. I wanted to show you a bag too. Hey Jane, I'm trying to cover, there we go. I need to cover that reflection because it's so fresh. There we go. That helped. Let me see, one more layer. I remember now why I had that stacked so high, because the ring light throws it back there. So anyway, I I've been working on some YouTube today. I actually had the day off. We had to go to get some car, oil change. I did a members only live earlier today, and then we went out to go visit friends and had dinner, and that was awesome. But Keith, while you're here, let me show you this bag. This is the reveal. I actually had this bag yesterday, but I didn't show anybody because it was at my feet and I didn't open it. But this is a crocodile bag. I got this from eBay for $80 with shipping and tax. So this is awesome. I can pay my invoice tomorrow if you want to send me, please. Shh. I can do that. Jane, where do you live? Because I need to drop that off in the post box. I don't know if I have. Text me on Facebook, by the way. Don't tell me here. I mean, that's ridiculous. Yes, this is crocodile. Look how beautiful this bag is. This is to go with my crocodile tote. Oh, in Iowa. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. Yes, this is real crocodile. It's not stamped. It's real crocodile. Um, yeah, it's very beautiful. Look at how beautiful. This is the belly of the crocodile. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'll send me your address again, Jane, and I'll invoice you and see if I can get that out in the mail Friday because I'm gonna be gone for 10 days or like a whole week from a Saturday to a Sunday. So if so anyway, this is the interior. It is a brand. We can't quite read the brand. It's in a script. So I think it's Maxi something UZ or UQ or I have no idea. We have no idea. But it's made in Italy. It's a pretty little bag. It has leather, red leather, and then a crocodile, and the interior is leather-lined, and it fits me. The strap fits me. I'll show you without having to adjust it. You know, without having to do anything. It fits. It works. Like I can carry it this way, um, and it looks cool. You know, it doesn't. It's not up here. So that is. And I was only able to do that because people bought stuff from my other bags. So I sold like 30 bags and I was able to buy 3 or 4 bags from the 30 I sold, which is good because I need to sell like 4 for every one I buy because yeah. So anyway, little bit of anxiety today, a lot of okay, let's be honest, a lot of anxiety today. We have to we were going on this trip on a kind of a shoestring budget because of all the stuff that's come up and um oh, yeah. Keith, that bag is a steal. I can't travel with it because I mean, well, internationally because it's crocodile without paperwork. But in America, I'm fine. Um, is this upcoming the trip you saved up timeshare? Yes, saved up for 2 years. Yes, this is the trip. We saved up 2 years of time, not only just 2 years, 2 years and a bit. 2 years and a bit. It's that big of a deal. It's we're going with 2 other families and we're leaving Saturday and everything's prepaid except for the gas hotel overnight hotel in Mississippi. And then just staying and eating and that's expensive. This is Disney prices. When you go to the amusement park, any sporting event, a drink all of a sudden went from $3 everywhere else to like $8 for a Diet Coke. That's what happens in Disney. So luckily where we're staying has a full kitchen, so we will be getting groceries when we're there. And honestly, the food is so rich. You really just want to eat a salad because if you eat anything in Disney, it's like sugar overload. Have you traveled with these 2 families before? Or are you worried? Um, well, the 2 families are sisters, so they're twins, and I've traveled and stayed at their parents' home with my friend Erin. Now, her sister Abby's family, we've never really spent much time together, but I know Erin's family very well. We've been friends forever and ever and ever, and I've hung out with their kids, know their kids and everything. So I'm not worried about the families getting along, even the spouses and everything. It's more like um every time we do one of these big trips, it's like a learning curve because it's a hotel room we've never stayed in, even though it's a resort and it's big and it's nice. Kids have meltdowns. That's normal. Everything else is normal, but I am virtually a recluse. I know you see me like Jackie. You're so active and outgoing and so shiny. I'm not really. And Florida, Orlando is huge. People are everywhere, and we're going on Labor Day weekend, guys. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of traffic. It's going to be a lot of people everywhere. Even though when I'm out and about, I'm in a scooter, so I kind of have an artificial bubble, I am not prepared for the masses of humanity I'm going to have to interact with. That is terrifying. I do not hang out with a lot of people. Um, This is the trip that kept you from being able to go to. Yes, this is the trip that kept me from going to the wedding because I had to save. Yeah, I couldn't pay for the airplane ticket to go to. Not only could I not pay for the airplane ticket to fly over to Denmark for two people, James and I, we didn't have the time banked up because there's only so much time you can accrue. I mean, we can accrue a lot of time, but we only had we're taking 40 hours off next week, right? So that's a lot of time. And if we had gone to the wedding, we would have had to have taken even more time off. We could not have done both trips. So I didn't even try to explain it to my sister because there's no way I was going to cancel with this trip because it's only honestly been 3 years of planning, not 2 years. Because before we bought the timeshare, I specifically asked these two families, if we do this, would you come with us? These are the two families I really wanted to come with us, and the one that came with us last year, right? So, and then, so 2026, or no, 2025, we will not be going to Disney. 2026, we will be going with my sister's family, my twin sister's family, and my mother will be coming over from Denmark. So we have to bank all of 2025. So when I say timeshare, we pay a condo fee. So there's a buy-in fee to buy in a condo, right? Or the buy the timeshare fee. And then there's a monthly maintenance fee. We pay $165 per month every month to just have the privilege of having this timeshare, right? And those fees are, and they go up. They'll go up because of cost of maintenance. Jackie, do you have season passes to Disney World, or do you have to pay? Nope, you have to pay for those tickets ahead of time. So we paid for the tickets before. It used to be if you were a DVC member, they would give you park tickets, but Disney no longer does that. It was a perk that they got rid of, so it doesn't matter if you're a DVC member. Tickets to the amusement parks you have to pay separately. So we have already paid for those in advance. So James has a 4 days of ticket passes. I have two ticket passes because I'm only going 2 days. So that is, I think, $600 right there. It's about $100 a day, and that's with the discount. That's with the discount and the deal. That's the discount and the deal. That's if you just walk up to Disney today and want to go to the park, it's $135 or more per person, depending. It's very, very expensive. That's why people have a lot of issue with people going to Disney because it's if you have a family of four, an average family of four, you are paying a fortune to go into those parks, and everybody is. Everybody walking in there is paying a huge amount of money. And when they're in there, they want to have the time of their life. They want to have the most magical experience. Most people have saved up a year, if not more, to go to these parks. It's a once in a lifetime trip for some families. So you want everything to go perfect. That's part of the anxiety, is like you want the people you're traveling with to enjoy themselves. And but you know that they're going to get overwhelmed. You know it's going to be a lot of overload because it is for young children, it is a lot. And these are the older children, which are like 10, 11, that's no big deal. But the younger ones that are, younger, it's intense. And they say Mickey, they think it's Mickey. It is awesome. It is awesome. But as a parent and people traveling with kids, you have to kind of manage it. So I try to say, hey, plan breaks, have times out. We can go back to the hotel. Yeah, and you want to get your money's worth. So people get a lot of, they want to take a picture at the castle. They want to meet all the princesses, all the planned parents have. And I just go to relax. And when I was watching all of these videos at my friend's house about what to do and where to go and I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Keith says, Jennifer Ashfield, that would be me. I'd be focused on getting my money's worth. I would lose out on enjoying the moment. Yeah, see, and that's me. I have to enjoy myself. So that's why, whole weeks of vacation, I only go 2 days. And honestly, I might switch just to going to one park from now on after this trip, unless I have to with my sister, because I have no care. I don't care about Hollywood Studios, which is where the Disney, all the Star Wars stuff is at. I really enjoy Epcot the most, and then there's Magic Kingdom, which is where you have to go if you have children. If you have children, that you just have to once, at least once, because that's Magic Kingdom. And then Animal Kingdom. I love Animal Kingdom, so this time I'm going to Animal Kingdom and Epcot. But the after this time, I'll probably just be going only to one park, if that, you know. So, because I go for the resort, because you have to remember, guys, this is a Disney resort, so it's not just a hotel room. This has a lot of amenities in the resort. There's lots of destinations to do right there on property. There's resort pools. There's community centers. There's a lot to do. Uh, Jackie, do you usually go to Disney once a year? Yes. Since we bought this and since we started going and was after the pandemic, James, the pandemic changed our point of view of a lot of things. Um, we had decided we weren't going to travel as much. Well, we had a camper, right? And then his mother moved in with us. So then we're like, okay, this kind of limits what we're going to do. So we had gone to Disney. It was supposed to be our 15-year anniversary, one and done. Everything's good. It is awesome. We saved up. We rented. It, it was an amazing trip. And when I saw James's face, I knew that this was not a once in a lifetime trip. This was going to be something we needed to do again because he wanted to do it. And there's some things about James that is just like, this is it. This is it. Going to Disney is his thing. Everybody thinks it's me because I'm always wearing the Disney merch and I'm the girl and I'm like, it's not me. It's James. He loves the Disney parks. I like staying home. I like buying bags. I would rather buy a Louis Vuitton bag. James would rather go on vacation. So it's a compromise. This is a compromise. So it's a struggle. Like I had to give up buying a Louis Vuitton bag so that we could go on vacation. And this is very important to him. So I said, okay, we'll do vacations. I grew up traveling. I grew up going places. I grew up visiting people. I went to lots of amusement parks growing up. I traveled internationally. James never did any of that. He stayed in Texas. He didn't even leave Texas until spring break in college, and he went to New York City. The first time he left internationally was with me when we went to Belgium, right? So for him, traveling in the states we've traveled to, the places we've gone to, those are important things to do. He wants to go to some places out in California still. He wants to, but we both decided we're not going to be going to really international travel because of the expense, the difficulty with his mother. As long as his mother's still living, we probably will never leave very far away. Um, this is a labor of love, yeah. But so yeah, so this whole Disney thing is James. He loves it. He loves the and committing to buying a timeshare is a 30-year commitment. It's not short. We really had to talk about that. We took a second loan, a second mortgage to pay for the down payment to buy into a timeshare. I mean, that's not realistically smart. If you talk to anybody about money anywhere, you don't do that because we just threw in that debt into our home. If we lose our home, I mean, the bank takes it. So what? I kind of view it that way because, yeah, Keith, I'm not, this is a huge thing. We are the typical average American people, guys. We have debt and we have a mortgage and we have a car loan. We are not some mega million rich people. You're not looking at an heiress. The money I inherited from my father, it's gone. So I cashed in a 401k and paid for his mother's house repair. The same amount of money it would have been for the um, timeshare. So I told James, like, if we do this, we're working forever. He goes, yeah. I said, we'll never pay off this house. He goes, I'm okay with that. I'm like, I'm okay with that because if we had stayed in our first house, we would have paid it off in 5 years from today. We would have had it paid off if we'd stayed in the house in San Antonio. But we don't work in San Antonio. So because the work environment had us going so far, hey PC, up north to Austin, that we had to buy another house. So when we sold our house to my brother-in-law, they got it for a sweetheart deal because we wanted them to have a home and get out of the apartment they were in. We didn't make money on that house. We barely It was not good. It was not a good investment on our end. It was a great thing for them, not for us. And then, so when we bought this house, even with the good deal we had on it, it was still going to be work forever. We'll never pay it off. And then when we put in the second mortgage into it, damn straight, we're never paying it off. I said, but I told James, like, look, this isn't our last home anyway. This is gonna be, we'll work and we'll sell this house. At some point, this house will be too big for two of us. The town we live in is rural. Yes, it's growing, but it doesn't have a hospital. And if you're aging, you're gonna want to live near a hospital. Just the way the world is, the fact of our medical care. And that was the major concern I had moving to this town was there was no hospital. Granted, the hospital's 30 minutes away, but it's another rural hospital. It's not a major trauma center. It's not like an it's not a major metropolitan area. And so it's just another rural area. There's an ER room here. But if there's an actual emergency, we are 30 minutes away from medical help, and minutes count. So I told James, like, we probably won't end up living in this home forever. We'll end up selling it and then moving to downsizing to an apartment. That's why, as much as I'm addicted to my things, I try to get rid of my things as much as I can too, because I know that it's temporary. Everything's temporary. We don't know how long we have in life. We don't know how long we have in our jobs. We don't know anything. So I told James, like, we can plan, we can hope, hope everything goes okay, but who knows? Well, nobody knows. So we have to make that commitment together, right? So that's how that goes. So that's what happened. So we bought the timeshare, and yeah, so it's been a really lots of anxiety around this trip, more so than normal. A lot. And because we lost our dogs. I mean, this year just in medical debt for our dogs is $4,000. And that's just off the top of my head number. That isn't the details. That isn't the medication. That isn't all the other extra fees that went in there. These are just the two major events around Milo's death and Watson's death. Each of those deaths cost $2,000. Because of the emergency medical expense, because they had to have emergency treatment, and then when they're passing, medical help nearby, something I've always taken for granted. Oh yeah, see, Jennifer, that's one of the biggest things too. Because when we lived in San Antonio, it's one of the major metropolitan areas in the United States. So there's medical everywhere. I always lived next to 3 minutes from a hospital and 2 minutes, from a you know fire station. There was never a thought. And then we moved out here. I'm like, where's the hospital? We didn't even have a emergency room, doc of the box medical room here until 3 years ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, this year's been hell. This year's been hell when it comes. I try not to talk about it too much because this is a fun channel, but this is also why it's like the volume of bags I've purchased is because of the stress, which I understand intellectually causes more stress because of the financial burden, but at the same time I can't reconcile both. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to make the rest of this year not me just voraciously consuming and buying things, but me trying to curate and sell things. I'm trying to make more videos where I show you guys what I'm using every day, my bags of the day. Because again, today I used 2 bags. Let me show you. You will not have seen this video. I also unboxed this, and it's going to be in a video in a couple months. But this is a Michael Kors bag. It's beautiful glazed leather. It's glazed leather with kind of a crinkly texture. If you've seen the Coach Juliet bag, it looks a lot like that texture. And so this bag was $27 with shipping and tax. Beautiful bag, gorgeous bag. Gives me all the feels of Chanel Grand Shopping Tote, which I love. So, and I like this one just as much. I mean, I can't afford a $3,000 or more. Man, how much are Grand Shopping Totes? Don't tell me. I don't even know. It's depressing. So anyway, this is the bag I used this bag this morning. I had to get changed out. We had to do oil changes and stuff with the car. Then we came home, and then on the way to my friend's house, I changed out the bag again. I changed into this bag. This is the bag I did show you yesterday. So after we showed the unboxing yesterday, I stayed up and I used this leather conditioner. It's a conditioner colorant, so it does both. The reason I picked this company is because this has a moisture component, not just a pigment component. Because the only other thing I can do is use an acrylic leather paint, and I didn't want to use a paint so much as a creamed pigment with a conditioner in it. So I actually cleaned this with the new saddle soap I bought. I used this, and then I used CPR leather conditioner, and I will probably do another couple coats of this just to give it a little bit more pep. And then, because it's white, but you see, compared to my white T-shirt, it's more cream. And then use this bag. So it's still a work in progress. I'm still not completely finished with this one. I'm enjoying using it, but today I used 2 bags. This is why I have so many. It's like I'll change my mind out halfway. Like, oh, I want to use this bag. I'm wearing this. I was wearing the red bag, but I was wearing this blue T-shirt with the white, and I liked the pop of red. But when I went to my friend's house, I thought, oh, let's take the white bag. So that's what I do. That's how I'm trying to do a lot more videos showing me switching out my bags, how I use it. Because one of the biggest questions I get from anybody is, do you use your bags? Everybody asks that. And I say yes, every day, many times a day. So I'll switch out. There's some days on the weekend, I will use 3 different bags. Mainly because I live rural, so I just come home. If I have to run to the store, I'll throw my stuff in a bag. And if I'm going somewhere else, that bag might not be the perfect bag. So I'll change my bag out. Like, say I need to carry more things or less things. Curate your closet, says Jennifer. Yes, that's what I'm going to try to do. And that's what I'm trying to do, like, by getting the more higher end designer bags that I used to just want but not buy. Like, I have the Dolce & Gabbana bag that came in. I have one little mini Fendi. I have the Chanel, the Gucci. I have my Ricky bags. I have the alligator or the crocodile bags. So I'm trying to really look at what are the big bags I want and what are the big bags in cost and what are the everyday bags I want. Um, do you ever forget something in a bag and it's crazy trying to find it? I do that. Yes, which is why let me show you how I do this. Don't laugh. It works. And I've showed it to you, but this is why. This is my pouch of things, right? That's an air tag. So if I have somehow put this pouch somewhere and don't remember where I put it or what bag it's in, I have an air tag. It's connected to an iPhone, James's iPhone. I also have an air tag on my work phone bag. So hey Bri, hey Monarch. Um Yeah, that's what I do, is I use an air tag, and you can slip an air tag in your wallet, like, or in separate different pouches. Depends on how forgetful you are. But see, I did change out my wallet today. Hello. I have a pouch from that I could use that. Yes. So this is the wallet I changed into today. So I was using my Chanel wallet. This is my Chanel wallet, and this is my Michael Kors wallet that went with that bag. So I changed this one for the trip because I wanted something bright and I could see and not stress out about. But in here this is my key fob. This is my car key fob, and in here this is all I carry. This is all that's in this pouch, guys. There's perfume, there's lipstick, there's tissues, there's a key fob, and a wallet. This is literally all I take in my bag. I go from bag to bag to bag with just this. This is all I take. And in my wallet, I actually have sugar packets, dental picks, stamps, and then my credit cards, right? I don't have cash. Who uses cash, right? So this is what I have. And this is what I need to be able to, what I really need is just this and this. This I don't have to take with me. That's just because I always have sinus allergies and stuff like that. So in this huge bag, that's really all I take. And I've pared it down, to, because I have a car, I can drive and get anything I need. If I have forgotten something, I can just go buy it at the CVS or the Walgreens. As long as I have my wallet, I'm cool. And you can get an air tag to slip this anywhere. And this is just a cheapy AirTag. Who had this? Kamachika? Was she the one or Laura? Laura the Kamachika. I think she had no, or Horalina. Horalina had this on her one of her bags. I'm like, where did you get that strawberry? And this is just a cheapy Walmart, not Walmart, um, Amazon AirTag holder, and it's just freaking cute. It's polyurethane. It's like synthetic. This is synthetic. I'm tired. You can hear it. My lisp comes out more. My words blur a little. You can tell I'm tired. So anyway, this is this, but what I wanted to do, if I can find it, I wanted to show you this, guys. This is the other bag. I think Saya saw this because I showed it I unboxed this in a members live because I just got this in the mail and I wanted to show everybody. This is a Hamilton denim, um, not denim, it's canvas. It's a blue canvas with leather. Gorgeous bag. Love it. I really love this style. I have it in brown. I have it in blue. I have a black one coming. I have it in black snake skin. Yeah. That's how much I like that. I was trying to hear this. I wanted to do this while I was thinking about it. I have my Speedy, my birthday bag. Thank you. Um, this bag is amazing. I found today in one of my other bags that I forgot, I had this insert in there, and I think this will fit in here just so. So we're gonna see because because this is a black void. I can't, you know, it's a black void. I like everything will be lost in here. So let's see if I can just stuff this. This might be a little measurements wise, it should work, but you never know. Fit wise, you know? So I'm just stuffing it in here to see if it works. How's everybody's Tuesday? I know this is a late live. I normally don't go live, this late, especially on a work day. But, I figured some people will stay up late. And for the West Coast, it's not late. Okay, this is kind of maybe too. I think I need to get one size down. It kind of works. Well, it's in there. At least I can see the inside of my bag now. No, you have the gorgeous. You still have that gorgeous alligator. Oh yeah, uh, yeah. I have that alligator tote. That I love that tote. That tote is actually behind me in that glass case. Um, Relaxing day, much needed. Yay, Saya! Any day that's relaxing is good. So my friend was also telling me where I needed to go in Florida, which gave me more anxiety because honestly, if you've ever been to Orlando, it is a nightmare of a type of a traffic on Highway 4, which is everything in Florida is north-south. So north-south travel is very backed up, lots of traffic. Where if you go east-west, it's a lot less traffic. So I'll be going towards the Gulf to go visit a friend, and it's about 2 hours from where I'm gonna be at. But the thing is, I normally drive 2 hours to go visit my bestie in San Antonio. Oh wait, it's on the other side of San Antonio. It's actually Bernie, Texas. And anyway, so now we have an insert for this bag. So I should, maybe I'll use this tomorrow. Why not? Let's give her a spin tomorrow. There we go. We will go out on our maiden voyage tomorrow. Let me put one of my charms on here. I've been wanting to put this on here for a while because it fits this bag perfectly. I'm a Hufflepuff, if y'all didn't know. How pretty. Winnie didn't go live. She's still not feeling well. Hey, Apple Blonde. Yeah, Winnie didn't go live. She was texting with Craig. Y'all, if you follow Craig on Instagram, go check him out. His Balenciaga Rodeo came in. Oh my Lord Jesus, that is a beautiful bag. That bag is gorgeous. Like gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan of the Balenciaga designs or their look. They're very tomorrow bag. Yep, another problem solved. Actually, I need to stack over here. If I dropped something, what did I drop now, Jackie? Okay, move things out of the way. It's not a Jackie Live if I don't drop something, because that's what I do. Let's put this in here. Your bag is fused. Thank you, Apple Blonde. See, I have many blessings. I should not dwell on the negative. You know, and I have lots of friends. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're tomorrow. One of the things we're trying to do is go get the COVID booster. Um, we have an appointment with one of the CVSs that has it in a different town. We don't have them in our town, but I do work in Austin, so we might have to leave Austin like at lunch or something and run to the CVS and get a booster, and hopefully we will not react poorly and we will be fine because I don't feel comfortable going to the masses of humanity without some this isn't this gorgeous? Look how beautiful this is. This bag is gorgeous. I mean, it's an outright copy of the Chanel Grand Shopping Tote, but whatever. It says Michael Kors. It's inspired. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Just gonna keep saying that. I don't know. Winnie was live with Craig earlier. I know Winnie. Okay, Winnie was not live early. He didn't. He didn't go live today. But Craig got his rodeo, and it is on his Instagram. If you go to his Instagram, you will see his rodeo. It's gorgeous. Yeah. No, he Winnie didn't go live. Craig did not go live today. No. No. They're Winnie's still not feeling good because she's still getting over COVID. Yeah, I know, right? The red's beautiful, and it's guys. It was $27 with the wallet because I got it off the Goodwill, out of Michigan. You know, there's a reason why I have now become used to Goodwill prices which is not realistic. It's not realistic. Bags don't cost $27. That bag cost a couple $100 when it was brand new. Oh, you don't have Instagram? Okay, Jennifer, um I'll email it to you. He'll go live tomorrow, I think. I think he will. Um so I'm trying to make not such a huge mess, which is I'm failing at it because I disrupted all my bags today. I tore down bag mountain, my mini bag mountain behind me, and I was doing some planning with YouTube. It's really surprising. It's hard to explain how much work YouTube. I'm not complaining. I love doing this. I wouldn't do this if I didn't. Believe me, the AdSense is not why anybody does this because it's not enough money in the world to have people spend this much time and energy doing it. You do it because you love it. I do it because I love talking to you guys and making friends. I've made some amazing friends. I would not have met Craig. I would not have met Brian. He's given me stuff for no reason other than he says, well, I'm not going to use this, and you will. And we talk and we text. And I'm going to Florida and I'm going to meet three. One person, Jolie, who is a content creator, but the other two people I'm meeting, they're just subscribers. They're just people who met me through YouTube, through talking, and they happen to be where I'm going. And there's another lady, Nora, if she's not here. She lives near me too, close enough. And I'll get to meet her eventually. She lives close enough. This is Texas. Anything within 2 to 5 hours is close. So like you can go anywhere with 3 hours. Like I can drive to Corpus Christi in 3 hours, which is the ocean. I can drive to Houston in 2 hours. I can go to San Antonio in about an hour and a half, depending on traffic. Dallas is a little further. Dallas is 4 hours. Dallas is a commitment. Dallas is more than a day trip. You can do it in a day. I don't recommend it. I have done it in a day, gone up, driving back. You can do that. So we're just used to a lot of distances. Like if I have to drive to Beaumont, that's a little too far. And Beaumont is on the other side, almost an hour to Louisiana. If I have to go over to El Paso, way too far away. So we're just used to doing long distance driving anywhere we go. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I will. Jennifer, cell phone number? I don't know. I think I know I have your email. I'll text you the email. So so anyway, I'm going through my medication because I have to take this tonight, and I've been stressed out, and I wanted to make sure I didn't forget because I forget, and forgetting is not good because that throws off all your numbers and levels and how you feel. And I do have to admit, now that it's been almost 2 months since we've lost Watson, the the antidepressants were very helpful. And the more I think about what happened prior, like when, the week Watson passed, and then people were saying, "Hey, do you want to adopt this dog?" I kind of, again, intellectually, I knew that that was kind of a not the, I wouldn't do that. If I had a friend who lost a pet and the next day say, "Hey, I have a pet you can adopt," it's a little bit of too soon moment. And I knew that when it happened, and I was very emotionally invested and extremely sad, and I really feel like I mourned losing those two French bulldogs that I didn't get to have. Um, and I felt bad, because I really wanted to rescue them and have them. Granted, they were both rehoming fees, which were ridiculous. Yeah, it wasn't an appropriate time frame, and I wasn't in an appropriate mindset to do it. Now that it's a few, almost 2 months away, I can see that rationally now that I can see, oh, that was not a good move, and I could have very easily gotten those dogs because I really wanted them, and I was in pain and grieving the loss of my pet. I still hadn't even gotten over Milo, and it's been months and months and months for Milo, like months. And then to lose Watson, um, and then to have, and that's part of the thing too, is like telling James, is like, it's not going on these trips. We already had planned Watson's care, um, when we thought we'd still have Watson. And that's part of just having a pet and going on vacations, right? It's like you have, and so we knew that if we had just lost Watson, knowing we were going on this 1 week, and it's 40-hour work week, but it's honestly, um 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. It's a 9-day trip, from door to door, right? So it's we didn't want to adopt a dog, any dog, and then have it be boarded for 9 days, or even with a pet sitter for 9 days. So when we had our pet sitter, we've had house sitters and we've had our friend watch our dogs. But in order to get to the point where our dogs consider each other pack and friends, and they can go to our house and we can go to their house, and everybody gets along and life is good, that takes a lot of work. You just can't spring a dog on somebody. So, and even if that dog likes the person, they might not like, you know, their dog. So it's a commitment. You just can't just go get a dog and say, "Oh, we'll just go board it." You can, but if you've ever owned dogs and you've ever boarded them, especially for 9 days, that is a very long time. Dogs do not always respond very well to shelter environments, boarding environments, especially where we board. Even though it's a very wonderful boarding facility, it's still a cage when our dogs are used to a house. And there's no time for them they just get out for a couple hours a day, they get fed, but they're stuck in a cage. And they're used to running around the whole house, sleeping on a couch, sleeping with a human, and then they can go through depression. It happens a lot with pets. That's why, when you first adopt a dog out of a shelter situation, it takes about 3 days for them to unwind, for them to kind of figure things out, and then it takes them about 3 weeks to figure out your schedule, what you expect from them, and then it takes 3 months for them really to calm down and say, "Okay, I'm here. This is my home." Right? And then become part of your space. So really, within the first 3 months of having a dog from a shelter situation, you really don't want to put them in a boarding situation. It's too soon. You know, Erin says, "I always have someone stay at home with my pets." Yes, and that's the best way to do it. Hey, it's always the best way. We've had people stay in our home with our pets, and that's worked out. But because, again, we live in a rural area, it's been hard to find a pet person. That we had a young person doing it, and then they moved out of the city because they moved to a larger city for more opportunities or wherever. We don't really know a lot of our neighbors, and um, we know them to say hello, hi, how are you, but we don't know them to like, hey, come in my house and watch my dog. That's not the way it is. Like I even signed up to reach out to Rover. Yeah. See, my friend uses Rover and some other people like that, but again, she lives in a different town. And it's possible, but again, we don't have a pet right now, so it's not something we have to do. I'm only alive because of modern medicine. So anyway, it's been before we go on we will go on vacation and we will come back. The week after we come back, we're gonna go on a meet and greet with the pugs rescue that we're trying to get a pug from. So we'll kind of know at that point what we're going to do. But we have a couple out of town trips we're taking that are work related. And with Watson, we could take him with us because we stay in pet friendly hotels and we know how he responds in a hotel. We've gone enough trips with him that we know how he acts. He knows that he's okay in a crate, that we know that he can travel with him. He's a great dog. But we don't have Watson now. So any dog we get now is an unknown. We don't know. Some dogs don't like car trips. Some dogs don't tolerate crates. Some dogs don't like hotel rooms. All of the above. Like if you've ever have a dog go in an elevator and they're like, oh no, I am not going in this elevator. You cannot make me. Sometimes we had a dog that was like that. He refused to go into an elevator. We had to walk him up and down stairs when we were at a hotel. He just thought the elevator was the scariest thing on the planet. He goes, I will not go in there. So yeah, dogs are funny. They all have their own personalities. But so anyway, yeah. Now that it's been a couple months since Watson's passing, it's easier and it's harder because now I'm getting used to the empty house. Yeah, Jackie loved the new Soho. Oh yeah, and the Macy's bag. Let me show you. Okay, where it's right here. The Soho bag I did, Marilla. I am last night after I opened it and showed you guys, I spent an hour or so working on it, on two bags. So it's not just one bag. So I took it, I cleaned it with a leather cleaner, and I used a shoe leather conditioning cream colorant. It's a conditioning pigment on here to add some color and some conditioner, and then I added another layer of conditioner. I still will probably add another couple layers of mink oil specifically because I want it to have a gloss protectant on it here. So this has worked out really well. Originally, I was actually going to put let me show you. I thought about doing this last night and I said, well, let me think about it. So I was going to put this patch like right here to cover up those marks, but I wasn't quite sold on this particular because of this vertical line. I didn't quite like the placement of this, where it would have to go to cover up this marking. It threw it off because the person who had this bag originally, he was going to get some tea roses put on here, but the way this bag is made, you would have to, because it has this type of interior in the pockets where this rivets would have to go is right here through the lining. Now they can do this on any smooth leather, I've been told, but I've never actually gone to the Coach store and had them put uh tea roses or any kind of customization. um This strap, the whole reason I bought this was because of the strap drop. So this is at the second, not the longest setting, but the second to longest setting. And actually, I might just, okay, this is at the longest. This is at the second longest. That could be why this was not sitting on my shoulder the right way. I'll have to fix that. I kept wondering what was wrong with the straps. So this one is at 13 inches right here. This one at the second is 12 and a half inches. So I'm going to actually adjust this to go back to the middle. 12 inches is almost the most perfect strap drop. Um, for me, it's the most comfortable. I can sling it behind me. It works really well. What I really like about the Soho series more than any of the other series is when they did their hole placements, they put rivets in there. So well, not rivets, but what are these things are called? The grommets. The grommets. and so that this bag can just sit on the shoulder like so. Yeah, that's a big difference. But see, this is why I like single shoulder handbags, because my shoulders, one strap will be okay, great. Two straps, this happens all the time because my shoulders slope. So if you do adjust it, you could make this a little bit shorter so it automatically has two adjustments to it. If you always sling your bag on one shoulder, Jennifer, I think maybe once a year you're ready for a new dog in your home, any unease will just disappear once you all that. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I honestly think that once I have a pet, my life will be much better. Um, because it's just we've always lived with a dog for as long as I can, as long as I've known James, we've had a dog. And it's just a part of my life that is just as long as I'm able to have one and I'm able to have a house for one, is what I want to have, you know? So let's see, does this work? So what did I do? Yeah, that works a little bit better. So I made this the longer strap. This is the longer strap. This is the shorter strap. Let's see if that will sit on my shoulder better. Eh, not really. Doesn't make a difference. The only way I've found to make this work for me with bags like this is to put a different type of material like a suede, or wrap a material like a suede, another texture that will grip onto my shirt, because this kind of a slick, smooth leather is too smooth when it comes to two straps. And that's really why I love a hobo bag, is because a hobo bag has only one strap most of the time. And that doesn't fall off my shoulder, and it's just my shoulders. So this bag, as much as I love it, probably will not live in my collection for very long because it is finicky for me to wear it. I'm gonna still give it some more time to use it. So I did use it today, so it's not like I haven't used it. I did use it, and I could tell that it's one of these kind of nice bags but not perfect because of my shoulders. It's not the bag's fault. There's nothing, the bag's made the way the bag is. It just doesn't work on my shoulders. And you don't know that till you get it. You don't know. That's why women try on bags. Oh yeah, Twilly. Yes, a Twilly. Yeah, I put Twilly on it and I'll see how it works because I really like this shape. That's why I would love an ergo that was with this drop. But the ergos, they have so many like 7-inch arm drops. Like, no, I need it to be at least 10 inches to be comfortable, 8 inches at the very shortest, and that means the rest of the bag has to fit perfectly. So anyway, I showed. Oh, and then where did I put the other bag? I don't know where I put that bag. Is it right here? Yes, it's right here. And this is the bag I showed yesterday too. And for those who didn't see it, this is the knot bag. This is the large knot bag. They have a medium knot bag and the large knot bag. This is the large knot bag. So this is also a double strap. But because this is an even longer strap, and this is a pebbled leather instead of a smooth leather, this actually is easier to sit on my shoulder. It sits a lot better. It's a little bit longer. The weight of the bag is heavier. So this fits better, even though it's the same concept. You're like, well, why is that one working, that other one doesn't work? Well, there's a couple things. One, it's the pebbled leather gripping onto my shirt. So that's what I'm saying. Like some clothes I can wear one bag with, some other clothes I can't wear another bag with. Yeah, this bag is, you could eat this. This is so scrumptious, right? It's like daiquiri, um, like dark green, light green, mint green, sherbet green. It's just so scrumptious. I love it. I love the Kate Spade, the knot bags. Um, Very comfortable. Hey, Morella, yes. Man, Morella, did you, your bags are, so you have the prettiest bag collection. Do you know, I don't think, I think I kind of talked Craig out of getting the Empire bag. He just got the Balenciaga, um, Rodeo bag. It is a very smushy, slouchy, very fabulous type of a bag. And he really likes that look. And I was telling him that the Empire bag, I think, is too structured because Craig has Birkins, but he hasn't really been feeling carrying them so much lately because there's just that kind of like everywhere. You kind of get sick of seeing your stuff everywhere, so he's just like, I see them everywhere. So he's like, I don't want to carry my Birkins. I'm like, okay. So I said, if you don't want to carry the Birkins, I don't think you want to carry the Empire because if you guys saw Autumn Beckman's video today, she bought the smallest Empire. I'm gonna be super honest. For the price of the bag, if you guys are Coach fans, the Tyler Carryall and there was or even the Dreamer series that came out a few years ago, I think are nicer. I know. People are all in love with the Empire bag. Saya really likes it. I say buy it. It has to be perfect. Um, but for me, it doesn't have enough difference. She bought two. Oh, I didn't finish watching the second part. I only watched the first part where she just bought the one. Yeah, I have to figure out which one she bought. The Empire 40 and 48 is soft, not too structured. Okay, see, that's what I need to see, Marilla. I need to see the 40 and 48 because she bought the small one, and I don't know if what her second one was because I didn't finish the video because I was driving to my friend's house, or I was a passenger to my friend's house. My husband was driving. She also bought the 40. Okay, I need to finish her video because I want to see what the 40 looks like. That's one of the things I'm going to do when I go to, hey Scott, when I go to Orlando is in Disney Springs, there is a Coach store. I'm going to go to that Coach store, a retail store, and then there's also a Vera Bradley store, and I'm going to go to the Uniqlo just to look at it because it's fun to look at. And then the World of Disney, those are my favorite stores. The pin stores, the pin trading booth. Yay, Winnie! Yes, I'm live because you didn't go live, girl. I know you're not feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Yes, I went live because I can. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, like why not? Why I can go live whenever I want. It doesn't have to be a set schedule. Random days work too. I know. I'm so sorry, Winnie. My sister is coming home. She should actually be landing right now in Austin. Let me see. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Let me see. Yeah, no, she's not here yet. I'm waiting for her text, but nope. Um, the bots are out in force, guys. YouTube bots, it's a real thing. Um, Winnie, my love, you certainly can. Scott says it's always a treat to catch you on a random live. Yes. Well, it's fun because I figured sometimes people are a little in the evening, sometimes people are a little in the morning. That's why I love the fact that DD Bean goes live at 3 in the afternoon for me because I get to watch her while I'm at the office. It makes my day a lot better, and I like watching. It's Adrian. He does live selling, and he normally goes live on Mondays, like at 1 o'clock my time in the afternoon, and I can just listen while I'm working. And yes, if y'all did not see Winnie's video today, she has a code for Naomi's Crafted. Naomi is adorable. I love her so much. It is a 40% off, guys. That is a very high code. I've not seen anybody get a 40% off code before. So I definitely was looking at her site thinking, which can I buy? What can I buy? Of course, we're going to Disney, so I didn't buy anything. Uh, Oh yeah, it's a awesome promo. It's a fabulous promo. Yeah, but we are getting up for the holiday season, right? So this is a good time to start buying something because her things are handcrafted, right? So it's gonna take time to get those. I think those Dior, the red Dior bags with the Dior holiday whatever in there is like some of the prettiest Christmassy holiday bags, right? You can use, but you know. Winnie BLV 40. I really want Winnie. I really, really want to get her 22 denim in the LV. I think that one's so pretty. Um, oh, are you getting the mini croc? Girl, the little teeny tiny earphone croc. I almost ordered one. But I'm going on like a trip. I can't afford it, but I almost ordered one. because oh my gosh, that's so cute. When I saw that, I'm like, that is such a Winnie bag. It's like she designed it for Winnie, and she's working on a kind of like a Laura Piana kind of zipper um bag, kind of like oval with a zip and a handle. Sambano just came out with one too, but I'm kind of over my Sambano life. Although I will have to say, for a vegan leather bag, Sambanos are surprisingly very good. And they do not act like regular polyurethane bags. I do recommend them if you want a vegan leather bag. I think Sambano does make a good bag. But for the price, I can go get a regular leather bag since I don't really care if it's vegan or not. I'd rather have a leather bag. Apple, I'm seeing you next time. I'll make plans with you. Oh, Apple, are you in New York? Oh my goodness. Hey, Winnie, everybody who went to New York apparently bought Hermes lipstick because you got one. Maria bought one for Dawn. Maria bought one, and Ed bought one. Everybody bought chapstick or lipstick from Hermes. I have one. I've had one for a while. Um, and it's one of my favorites, so I totally get why this really is what I can afford from Hermes, and it's still, as lipstick goes, expensive. I'm not saying it's inexpensive. This is expensive, but it's really nice. It's really nice. I love the fact it has a little case. I know it's dumb. It's like it doesn't need its own little case. And then it has like this little magnetic. And then it has this little cute little medallion. I love it. This makeup packaging gets me. It gets me. Do I use makeup very much? No. I don't wear any makeup most of the time, but I love the packaging. And I know I'm a sucker for cosmetics. So I try not to go to the cosmetic counter. Now I'm trying to talk myself out of buying the Rodeo like Craig. I know. Oh my gosh, I know. That girl, that Rodeo is gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of the Balenciaga line of bags. I don't care for the hourglass. I do like the city bag. The Bel Air is kind of weird looking unless it's buttoned up. I like it when it's buttoned up, but the Rodeo is really I think one of the most beautiful bags in the larger size. Like I like a slouchy, smushy. Craig, wait a minute. The Rodeo's too big of a bag. You're not going to use that bag. Girl, you're not going to use the Rodeo. Go. That bag is huge. Even the small bag is huge for you. That is like a weekender for you. Here I am waxing poetically about this bag, but the reason why we love it is because it's a big ass bag. They make a mini, okay, a mini I can see you with, but I can't see you with Craig's bag, which is like 16 inches is his preferred width of bag. I like a 12-inch, 10, 12-inch bag. You like, you know, fits Tic Tacs. Um, like this is one of my, I think one of the cutest bags I own. It's not what it looks like, guys. This is a leather knockoff. It is it's just a dupe of whatever these are called. And I love it, but I barely carry it because it doesn't fit anything. It doesn't even fit my wallet. Um, Random question: do people enjoy catching a fabulous or color bag, especially vintage, when watching a movie? Oh my gosh. I love spotting the bag, especially black and white movies. Oh my gosh, they had some beautiful any of the older films. Oh my gosh, some amazing bags. Now, maybe because I'm a vintage person and I like vintage bags more, but even in modern movies, I'll be watching the bags. I watch the bags, absolutely. Yeah, I watch bags on people walking down the street. Of course, I'm going to watch bags in a movie or a film. Hmm, I'll have to go get it later. I need to stuff this so it doesn't collapse here. This needs a little bit. I haven't used this in a long time because it doesn't fit my wallet. Now, this does fit my small card cases and stuff, but I just really love this color. And I really like this bag. I really do. I would love this bag in I would actually like this exact bag in a size that's like big, a bigger size. You know, traditional grandma bag. Something you can whack kids' heads with, although that never happened to me. My grandmother would never do that. she would just give me a look. She didn't have to, the look was all it needed. So anyhow, so guys, I just wanted to come on here and hang out for a bit. It's only been an hour or so, but I gotta go to work tomorrow, which means I have to go to bed, which is like, so I have work 3 more days. Is today Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I haven't packed. Mm-mm. I haven't even thought about packing. So I think about packing and then I panic and then I stop. I'm like, I know, you know what? I was thinking today, like, I need to figure out where I put my bathing suits. If I go to the resort, I might want to go use the pool. And I'm like, but where are my bathing suits? And I have 3 brand new bathing suits I have never worn because I took them for the last trip and never wore them. So I'm like, Jackie, am I really going to use these bathing suits? Do I really like? Well, there's that. What if? What if I need to go swimming? Like buying a bathing suit in August is actually not easy and impossible in September. In September, they're selling sweaters. So anyhow, thank you all for hanging out with me. I will be back on Friday for sure. I don't know if I'll be on the next couple days, but I wanted to go on because Winnie didn't go on, and I was really stressed out. And talking about it helps me. Thank you for the Jackie's therapy session. Packing for a trip can be easy. Just toss things in. That's, Jennifer, exactly what I'm gonna do because that's what I normally do. But my friends are planners, so they're telling me, what about this? What about that? I'm like, even my twin had packed a week before she went on her trip. I'm like, guys, I'm going on vacation. I'm wearing t-shirts and jeans. T-shirts and jeans. Maybe a dress. But frankly, it's the same clothes I wear every week. I'm not going anywhere fancy. I'm going to an amusement park. It's like, anyhow, bye everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me.